Hey, what's happening everybody? Tomcat71 back here with you again today. Well, it's Bronco Volunteer Week again. We're down here working on the old 72. I kept calling this a 71, but it's actually a 72. They all look alike. But you will notice, being a 72, the absence of marker lights on the front of the fender. And it's the same way on this side. And when we stripped it down, nobody's patched it. Nobody's done anything. So either those are two aftermarket fenders that didn't have the cutouts for the front lights, or it just didn't get front lights from the factory. Because as you can see, there's no hole up in there for the marker light. There's no hole up for that one. You can see the nut from the emblem. But this week we are doing drivetrain special. We put a new clutch in, new pressure plate, resurfaced the flywheel with an angle grinder and a Scotch-Brite disc. So got all that new throwout bearing, clean. Man, I have spent at least 15 hours this week just cleaning shit. It was the fucking transmission and transfer case and bell housing was just packed slam full of fucking red mud. But the old clutch, she was right on the edge on the flywheel side. And then, yeah, just about two of them on the pressure plate. So, fuck. Drop my goddamn cigarette. Fucking habits. So, if you have a Bronco and you need a lever style clutch, the 3-lever style clutch, you can get them from AutoZone NU0465. They might not have it in stock, but they can get it. And you got about a 50-50 chance of getting the right clutch. Of course, this one's fucking backwards. Because when he ordered the clutches to begin with, which I would have really rather used this fucking luck clutch, but beggars can't be choosers, because Advance Auto, for whatever reason, has them listed for has the three level style is listed for like $550 some, and then they want $600 for a goddamn flywheel. I don't know what the deal is of the price. That clutch over there from AutoZone costed me $141, and that was my price. But the other style you have is the diaphragm style. This style won't fit in place of the lever style because this has the bolt pattern farther apart, and then it's got a spot for a dowel pin to where the lever style doesn't. So we went through and put a kit in the transmission, all new bearings, all new synchronizers, cleaned everything up. I don't think this thing had a fucking oil change in the transmission since it was brand new. Because the shit in the bottom was starting to turn back to crude oil. There was a layer that thick of just black muck from where the oil had started decomposing over the years. And there's our pile of good used parts. Anybody needs a Dana 20 transfer case rebuild kit or a Ford 303 3-speed, hit me up. I got some good used parts. Catch them before they go to the scrap bin. And then we got this motherfucker. Now, if you're doing this job and you're trying to get this fucking bolt out for the shifter, for the 4-wheel drive shifter, and it won't come out, it's because there's a fucking bushing after the, let's see, is that, no, it goes the other way. There's another bolt that holds that bracket. But there's a bushing that goes on after this bracket is put on. So that bushing is probably seized to that bolt, and you're gonna have to lower the transmission down far enough, and I would suggest taking the cover off of it on the inside, and then lowering the transfer case far enough to where you can wiggle this arm and get enough play to get it off. So that's the way I had to do it, because that fucking, and I had to heat that sleeve up red hot and grab it with a pair of vice grips and hit this end with an impact so that I could get it broke free and get it off the shaft to be able to remove this plate and other shit. I mean, just so I could fucking clean shit up and paint it. But we got all new bearings, thrust washers, all that shit is packed up in there nice and tight. God damn, what a job. And it wouldn't have been a bad job. It's not a bad job to rebuild one of these Dana 20s. Just really pay attention to what your fucking way shit goes. And you really need, if you don't have to clean a whole lot, it's not going to be bad. But I had to pressure wash and then hand scrub and then take a drill with a fucking brush and just do the entire surface area of this fucking transfer case, because it was absolutely just packed full of red mud. So, you know, and then we got our safety clean parts cleaning solution here. That is not gas. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. So that's it today. So we'll get it installed and we'll take y'all for a ride when we're done.